Well, g'day curd nerds. Today we're just going to have a bit of a look at how my Farmhouse Cheddar Blue is progressing. So it's been about 3, maybe 4 weeks since I made the cheese, and just going to show you some of the stuff I do. So any moisture that's on the top of the ripening box, get rid of that. We'll just open up sideways and let any moisture fall in and not fall on the cheese. Give that a bit of wipe with a paper towel, get any excess off. And then we'll take the cheese out of the box. Hang on, before I do that, there's a little bit of moisture on top that's just dropped on top, so just damp that off a little bit. It's all good. Rightio. So I'll just take it out of the ripening box. And in the ripening box there's a fair bit of moisture that we're going to get rid of. I'm just going to go and tip that out now. So once you've tipped that moisture out, all I'm going to do is just wipe the container itself just out with a with a piece of paper towel, just so there's no moisture in there and there's hardly any mold growth on the walls. So that's all good. We'll put that over there, out the way. Just have a quick inspection of the cheese before I turn it over. It's got good blue mold throughout, and it's got a bit of white mold top and bottom. That's okay. It's all dry. It's not moist. It shouldn't be moist in patches. So all I'm going to basically do is just pat it down. This is just patting down any of the white mold growth that might decide to try and take over, but it hasn't, which is good. And this is all dry. You can see any dust coming off. So if this stays dry, this is good, because it's a cheddar style cheese still. So we don't want it going moist or having water pooling on top of it or anything like that. That's why once, maybe twice a week, I've been doing this, and it keeps the mold growth down, and it's not making any damp patches on top or bottom, which is really good. So that was the top. This is now the bottom. All I'm doing is turning it over. Look, I probably could wipe some of this off, but I'm not going to. It's not destroying the texture of the cheese. A little bit of blue powder on my hands, but that's okay. That'll just wipe off. I was using a dry, this is called a chucks. I don't know what you call them over in which country, whatever country you're from, but this is called a chucks, and this is a dry one. All I did was use that to pat down a little bit of blue mold there. I'll just wash that up and use it later on and hang it up. All right, so all we're going to do now is pop our Farmhouse Cheddar Blue back in our cheese box. We've turned it over. Pop it in there, pop the little lid up so there's some air can flow out of that, and all the moisture, some of the moisture can get out, which is good. So that's what we'll do on a weekly basis. Just turn it over once, clean out the thing, damp the mold down on the cheese itself, and just inspect the cheese to make sure that there are no any moist spots on top and bottom, and you can just damp that down to get rid of the moisture that's on it. So that's basically a very simple routine that I'm doing weekly for this Farmhouse Cheddar Blue. Hope you enjoyed it. So you can check out how I made the Farmhouse Cheddar Blue. You can pop the video over there. Don't forget that you can buy the kit to make Farmhouse Cheddar Blue over at littlegreenworkshops.com.au. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell to be notified when I release new and interesting cheese making videos like this one. Thanks for watching, curd nerds, and I'll see you next time.